Welcome back to the Taiwan Outlook. I'm now going to turn my attention to Xenia. I'm going to ask Xenia, would you share with us how the project Go Grand Riders came about, and what does the project intend to accomplish in terms of dealing with aging population problem in Taiwan?
Okay, as I mentioned before, this project begins at the simply thought that we want to record the activities.
Okay, the daily routines.
Yes, yes. Yeah. So it begins with these simply thoughts. Yeah, but however, when we proceeding the film, we found that these grand riders, they are very honorable people, because we can see lots of honorable personality within them, like the leader who is a Japanese soldier before. Yeah, okay. So yeah, though he's not, because during these activities, he felt not very well at the very beginning.
Sorry, if I may interrupt, we should backtrack a little bit. The film is about a group of senior citizens riding motorcycles around the island.
Yes.
And that took place within 13 days?
Yes.
Okay, and then you said it consists of international senior citizens, not just from Taiwan.
Oh, no.
They mostly Taiwanese.
Yes.
But this leader was in these...
Actually, he adopted the Japanese education. So in the past, he was
a veteran of Sino-Japanese War. Is that what you're referring to?
Yes.
Okay.
So in the past, he was a Japanese soldier.
Okay.
Japanese police. I'm sorry.
Okay.
He's Japanese.
He was a police officer
during
the Japanese occupation years.
Yes. So in his opinion, he thinks that to protect people is his responsibility. So in this case, he is the leader. So he feels that he feels that it's his responsibility to help everybody to accomplish this activity.
Okay.
Yeah. So even though he felt ill at the very beginning.
Really?
Yeah. The first day he felt ill.
How long do these senior citizens ride in a single day? How many hours?
We usually start at 8 a.m. and maybe till 5 or 6 p.m.
So it's good, about 8 hours a day.
Yeah, probably.
8-9 hours a day. Yes.
Yeah, but we will have short breaks during maybe 30 minutes or 1 hour.
Okay.
Yeah, we will take a rest.
And the trip itself around the island would take about, 13 days?
13 days and about 1,200 kilometers.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And so the leader, he is in the hospital actually, but he refused to take off the T-shirt.
Okay.
And he refused to unpack his luggage and he always to check the booklet to see they are here, though they are about to arrive to Kaohsiung, or they are about to go where. He is so responsible to the whole group.
Okay.
And then maybe after the check, the medical treatment, then he insists he has to go on with all the grand riders. So within this process, we saw the responsibility, and we saw that it's not, though he is old, he is not young anymore, but still we can see the honorable personality characteristic within him.
Okay.
Yes.
What's the average age of this group?
81 years
81?
Old. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And the most senior is what?
89 years
89,
old.
And the junior members?
The junior, I think 70. 70, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So this group got together and on their own, or were they selected?
Actually, there are a selection process. Hongdao there provide medical
insurance coverage and things.
Actually, when we announced this activity, we received hundreds phone call from
interested seniors. Yes, okay.
Yeah, and we even have a health check.
Okay.
For those
of course. It's a very physically demanding trip.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
But finally we select 17 drivers, but most of them have a lot of illness, and even some of them have the cancer before. So people might ask us, "Are you did you select all the health people?"
Yeah.
We said no.
Okay,
Yeah.
and it just based on a number of different factors. Okay, how do their spouses or family members respond to something like this that they wanted to do? Are they mostly supportive, or are they against it?
No, in the beginning, their family.
I would imagine they have a lot of reservation. Yeah.
In the beginning, those family members are very worried, or they are worried about their grandparents or their parents,
Of course.
and that they hope them just stay at home and don't go to anywhere to do some dangerous thing.
Don't take too many unnecessary risks.
Yes.
Okay.
But those grand riders are very. They are very
determined, I suppose.
to do the thing.
All 17 of them completed the trip in 13 days, other than the leader you said that fell ill at the beginning.
Yes.
But he did rejoin the trip.
Yes, actually, he went into the hospital for three times.
Oh, 3 times.
So so
4 times.
Four
four
times.
times
Yeah.
actually. Oh, yeah. So, but he is so determined to finish to accompany those grand riders.
Yes.
Yeah. So whenever he finished the medical treatment, he insists to go on the trip.
Okay.
Yeah.
And in addition to occasional, people, checking into the hospital, what other memorable experiences have you had in the filming of this documentary?
I think there's a very touching story.
Okay.
Yeah, because there is grand riders, we call it Tong Bo.
Okay.
And who has been married with his wife for 40 years.
40 years.
Yeah, and every year he would take his wife had a round trip in Taiwan, and then
on his motorcycle.
yes,
Okay.
with his motorcycle, and one year, maybe it's 20 or so years ago.
Okay.
And his wife asked, "How can we be like this for how long?"
Okay.
Yeah, and then he said, "As long as I live till 80s, I will still do the same things for you."
Okay.
And then, but unfortunately, the grandmother, his wife,
Yes.
passed away 20 years ago.
Okay.
But he didn't forget his promises. He keep it in mind. Yeah, and last year he happened to be 80 years old, and he insists to take the picture of his wife, to the trip.
Okay.
So he just hand the picture in front of her, his motorcycle.
Okay.
And to finish this trip, yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
And how about you, Sandy? Did you pick up any memorable stories or experiences in this Grand Rider trip around the island?
During this activity, we received a lot of support from the public, not just from our volunteers and from the community, and even from the public that donate a lot of money. Maybe the money the amount is not very big, but they just call to us and said, you are doing a great job, and I want to donate maybe just $1. And we are feel very thankful for those donations.
Okay.
And for those grand riders, we find we are just not fulfill their dream. We also fulfill a lot of elderly people's dream, to make them feel like they can still very valuable. And when those grand riders during their trip, and they went to some nursing home to visit other elderly people. Those elderly people are they are so happy to see them, and they feel like they even cry, and they think, "Oh, how wonderful you are, and you can come to visit us."
They wish they could be a part of it. Yes. And also, I think this, idea, behind the documentary is probably not the first time that Hongdao has done something, very engaging, very touching for the senior citizens. And certainly, it's not going to be the last one. Okay. And do you have any other activities, planned at this time? that will help the senior citizens be more engaged, to bring back the memories of their active years, more active years, and certainly not feeling neglected in their golden age.
After this activity, we still receive a lot of calls from the elderly people. They ask us to host this activity again. We probably
do it every year?
No, because we don't have the human manpower to do this big activity. But we try to design or create more interesting program for our senior citizens and to empower them or to involve them into the community.
Yeah, I think that's a very noble, concept, because we always thought, erroneously, that senior citizens should not, be active anymore. They should, be taking care of their health only in their, waning years. But let me ask you, Xenia, this is not the first time you've done the film.
Actually, it's my first time.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay, but have you done the other projects maybe on a smaller scale before? But have you done something similar to senior citizen stories?
No, this is my very first time to do a project related to senior citizens.
But using this experience as a building block, would you be interested in doing something more in the future?
Yeah, probably, because I think there's a very important point that during this process, the filming process, I saw that these elderly people, they are rejuvenated.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, because so that's what makes me think that maybe it is because they don't have to meet up with the social expectations in their ages.
Yes.
Yeah, so they can just be themselves.
Oh, yeah.
So it becomes they are so sincere. They just act like a child.
Okay.
And that's very sincere and
brought
adorable.
life back into them, and that is very important.
Yes.
And when we come back, we're going to continue discussion with the two guests. And we're going to ask them, now the film is in the final editing stage, and once it's finished editing, what do they do, plan to do with the film, and what do they intend that the film will accomplish in terms of arousing awareness of senior citizen care in Taiwan. I'll see you in about 2 minutes.